We're about to start. I'm very excited. Okay. Well, welcome everyone. My name is JD. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief of Abundance Literary Magazine. We have some of the editors in attendance as well. And one of them, she couldn't make it, final season. But the meeting is being recorded, as you may know already. And we're going to post the snippets of each of the readers and then the video in our social platforms as well. So I'm very happy that you could make it. We're going to start first. Let's get right into it. We're going to start with the poem In the Landscape Exhibition, The Trees Are Dying by Catherine Rees. Catherine is a poet living in Paramount Land in Adelaide, South Australia. She works in medical science and enjoys road trips, hiking, and chasing frogs to record their calls for science. Her work has been nominated for Best of the Net and Pushcart Prizes, as well as winning the 2024 Heroines Writing Prize. Her poems can be found in The Engine Idling, Epistemic Lit, Kelp Journal, and Red Room Poetry. Okay, take it away, Catherine.
Thank you. In the landscape exhibition, The Trees Are Dying. I'll just wait for you to find it on the website if you like.
You've got this. There we go.
Awesome.
Thank you.
In the landscape exhibition, The Trees Are Dying. Remnant timber is split, sanded back, varnished so dusky gold striations seem like cloud lines if you stare. The surface of the earth is copper, beaten till it yields. A dingo pelt woven from acrylic fibre howls. Red yarn unravels, pools on polished tile. Fuck, we're scared, those of us left with enamel and chalk to paint our bodies' destruction. Someone sketches a milk crate, notes this is what sustains us. Depression, the artist claims, is best drunk in trendy city-adjacent suburbs where there is still spray paint and moss growing in the drains. A cartographer charts what is superimposed on the earth. Grid lines, isobars, contour lines, barbed wire. The tracks cattle stamp to the water trough, their dark eyes and dry rasp tongues in search of roots or salt. Shelter is a stormwater drain, the last shade this side of the border. Pull up a milk crate. Fuck, we're scared. We're all scared, sipping our tinned white wine while ants drown in an esky load of servo ice. Paint me here. Paint rain, the last rain, best drunk now.
I really like that line. Their dark eyes and dry rasp tongues. Such a visual. Thank you, Catherine. Next up, we have Man on the Moon by Leanne Machado. Page 22, if you're following along. Leanne Machado is a cosmic and speculative horror fiction writer who loves creating horror out of the average world. She is constantly inspired by video games, particularly indie, horror novels, her dreams, and mundane objects in her everyday life. She is published in University of Washington Baudell's 2025 Clamor Journal. Let's give it up for Leanne.
Hi, thank you so much. Thank you for having me and having us all. Just a little context for this. I originally was a flash fiction story, and I had like sent it off to like many different magazines, and I got unfortunately rejected from a lot of them. And so, but I really loved this piece, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like cut it up and like make it into a collage. And so. That's what I did. So I've like rearranged everything. So it was really fun to explore that. It came to take the moon, and I'd caught it in the act. The enjoyment of moon gazing that I usually partook in alone, a quiet walk on a chilly night, when the clouds shifted from the wind and thinned. I saw him there last night. To see it was staring right back at me. Its yellow eyes were glowing, unmoving, unblinking. Its figure pinned me into the concrete, and as I took in a sharp, icy breath, I realized I couldn't move. I should have started by saying this thing was so big, so unbearably, distressingly, appallingly big, hovering and threatening in the dark sky. It was so still, so unmoving, the monstrosity behind the moon. My world seized and choked when I looked up, how I strained my neck to get a glimpse at the silhouette of its body that stretched across the night sky. I still could not see the entirety of this monster. This was the extent of my vision. Now I trembled in its presence. For a moment, I had caught the thing off guard, surprised it, behind the light of the glowing white orb. I should have started by saying it had been waiting for me, waiting for a witness, waiting for a victim. While I focused on its looming torso and its fingers straining to grab the moon, its other hand had begun reaching for me. It knew that the moment I would look away, it would make its move. And the moment I did look away, it grabbed me and then took the moon. Thank you.
I love it. Terrifying. It's wonderful. Thank you, Leanne. Next up, we have the poem Lisbon Tsunami by Abe El Rahib in page 41. Abe El Rahib is an Egyptian-American author, poet, screenwriter, and editor based in Los Angeles, California. He has an MFA in screenwriting from the American Film Institute. Prior to writing, he worked as a financial analyst for the oil and gas industry. His work has been published in Phylum Press, Balestra Magazine, and Humans of the World. Read to us, Abe.
Thank you, Yeri, and thank you to the rest of the masthead and everybody here listening. So this poem is inspired by an actual tsunami that happened in 1755, and it started from an earthquake in Lisbon, and it traveled all the way to the Aran Islands in Western Ireland. So this is Lisbon tsunami. The tsunami from Lisbon wrecked apart the centuries-old virgin beach. The reeds aloft, dance of windy sand, disgrace the sanctity of air, blind castle form, vacant and regal in maddened silence. This Christ storm trekked across the ocean roof, its bitter miracle performed with zeal. Fisher threads woven through destruction robe, beauty held in the eyes of Sycorax, polyp love, the Caesarean process. Not even Northwest Africa was spared, traveling fury and watery cone, open fault, Azores, Gibraltar sore, the basin of this universe, perhaps obscene, perhaps jejune, it reeks of wet. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. And I wanted to point out, if you have any questions for the people who are reading, we're going to have a Q&A at the end. So save your questions. Next up, we have the poem Sheepskin by Autis in page 46. Autis is an indie author and a self-proclaimed poet who lives through her words and writes as she breathes. Alrighty. And here we go. Okay, we are ready for you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Montez, and this is my poem, Sheepskin. Okay. Nothing is ever as it seems with the ones who wear the skin of a sheep. There's always an ultimatum, always a seek. Seems they always have something tricky up their fleshy sleeve. You may think that they hide in the dark, waiting until you're tempted to reach. But if only you knew that they're closer than you can even conceive. That they don't reside within the pitch, but that they may stand right in front of you, in the light, waiting for each of your plans to find a hitch. Don't ever trust the skin of the eyes. If they're too loose, don't think, just run and hide. The window glimpsing a peek at the soul is the only tool that can help save your own. The binding of their skins is what conceals them best. Therefore, you are not to blame if you do not pass their test. They might be the ones who claim they love you most, or the ones we adore and trust enough to approach. That's why the pain is so intense whenever they unmask, whenever they tug on the zipper in the back and peel off that furry cast. The worst are the ones who believe they are sheep, the ones who dance around, wearing the hide and who act meek. To them, there's never an ultimatum and never a seek. But they don't realize it until it's too late, that they've already been sitting in that seat. You may believe that in this world you follow the sheep, avoiding the likes of them, but they might have thought the same thing. Before you convince yourself that you can never take that path, remember to keep that special part of you intact, for you really don't notice it until you reach around back and realize there's a zipper sewn into the rear of your own neck.
All right.
Thank you.
It's so different reading the poem versus hearing it straight from the poet. It's much more powerful when we get to hear it from you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Notice of Intent to Demolish by Lee Chotiner in page 61. Lee Chotiner is a poet and journalist who was honored to be included in Volume 1 of Abundance. He lives in Louisville, Kentucky, but is a Pittsburgher at heart. Lee's first chapbook, Talking to Erwin, is due out next year. All right, Lee. Very excited to hear from you.
Thank you, Yeri. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Yeah, it's JD.
In Louisville, we have many homeless people, but not so many answers about how to help them. And the problem is most acute downtown, where there is a massive building project going on for the new hospital complex. And I'm trying to develop a dichotomy between the two. Here's the poem. The American Red Cross Hall stands condemned. Black and yellow signs taped to its doors, as if the iron ball lurked around the corner. This place has lost its race with time. This place, darkened, shadowed by rising, shining hospitals, awaits its fate in the cold below. Nearby, bundled men sleep in doorways, equally dark, equally lost, equally cold. We're standing at highway exits, their box flap signs scrawled with pleas as drivers stare straight, evading their second-hand faces. They are the new republic, forgotten as the Red Cross Hall, their amnesic America laid bare.
Wonderful. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. Thank you, Lee.